Good evening, sporting fans. The West Indies senior women's team will next be in action from January 14 to February 1 when they host Bangladesh women for 3 one-day internationals and 3 T20 internationals at Warner Park in Basseterre, St. Kitts. The announcement by Cricket West Indies on Friday said the Bangladesh team will arrive in St. Kitts on January 14 ahead of the first one-day international scheduled for January 19. The second match is scheduled for January 21 and the third on January 24. Following the one-day international series, the teams will compete in 3 T20 international matches on January 27, 29 and 31. We can tell you too, a strong performance against Bangladesh, especially in the one-day international series, is crucial for the West Indies to acquire automatic qualification. However, there will still be another opportunity to qualify through the World Cup qualifying tournament scheduled a few months before the event. Meanwhile, the under-19 women's team is moving into final preparation for the upcoming ICC Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup, scheduled to take place in Malaysia from January 18 to February 2. The tournament will feature 16 teams with matches scheduled across various venues in Malaysia. Australia, Bangladesh, England, India, Ireland, New Zealand, Pakistan, South Africa, Sri Lanka and West Indies qualified through their participation in the 2023 edition, while Malaysia earned automatic qualification as hosts. Another 5 nations, Nepal, Nigeria, Samoa, Scotland and the United States, earned their spots through the various regional qualification tournaments. It will be the first World Cup appearance across any age group for Samoa, while the tournament also marks Malaysia's maiden appearance at the Under-19 Women's World Cup. The 16 teams have been split into 4 groups of 4, and West Indies have been drawn in Group A alongside India, Sri Lanka and the hosts Malaysia. Following the group phase of the tournament, which runs from January 19 to 23, the top 3 teams from each group will advance to the Super 6 phase, 2 groups of 6, which will take place from January 25 to 29. 3 teams from Group A and Group D will combine to form one Super 6 group, and the top 3 teams from Group B and Group C will form the other group. All right. Finally, in the sports news, India were bowled out for just 185 by Australia in Sydney, though Jasprit Bumrah ensured day 1 ended brightly for the tourists. He struck with the final ball of the day after India were dismantled by Australia in Sydney. He dismissed Khawaja for the 6th time in the series to leave Australia on 9-4-1 at stumps. However, despite that late bright spark, it was largely a day to forget for India, who were bowled out for just 185. The tourists had left out captain Rohit Sharma and had just 3 batters surpass 20 in another disappointing team innings. Scott Boland led Australia's charge with the ball, taking 4 for 31, while Mitchell Starc chipped in with 3 for 49 and Pat Cummins took 2 for 37 in front of a 47,556 strong crowd. The biggest day 1 attendance, mind you, for a test at the Sydney Cricket Ground since 1976. Starc sent KL Rahul packing for 4 inside 5 overs before Boland dismissed a dangerous Yashasvi Jaiswal on 10. Nathan Lyon's sole wicket came when Shubman Gill, 20, was caught by Steve Smith, with Boland then taking out Virat Kohli, 17, India's top scorer Pant, 40, and Nitish Kumar Reddy, 0, with the latter 2 dismissals coming one after the other. That's it for the sports news.